Leo. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a general reading for you for the month of August. Leo, for the month of August. I'm going to start by taking few oracle cards from the Lenormand deck, this classic Lenormand deck. I'll show you those. Then I'll circle those with a tarot deck, and then the Vera Sibilla, and I'll crown the readings with a rune. Look, Leo, there is love in the air. There is definitely love in the air, but more than love in the air, there is a message coming in very quickly that will be a gift. A gift that has love written all over it, and we can say that. All right. Even if this isn't a love reading, we'll get more details now. This is the moon, the bouquet, and the rider. Let me take now this tarot deck. Real interesting. I love when we get some beautiful cards right off the bat, Leo. This augurs well because this is a focus. Let's see. How interesting. Look. Now there is look. I'm looking. Blah, 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 blah. I get so excited. Sorry about that. All right. First of all, I'm seeing out of 6 cards that I spread, 4 of them. 4 are major arcana. Now that is a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff. Why do I say that? Well, I'll tell you right away. First of all, these major arcana tell me, well, let me show you. Remember the first card was the moon card, these Lenormand, right? We have there the moon again. This is a Pisces in your life. So think about that. That's a Pisces. Then we have the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. The 7 of Wands. The Hermit. And, of course, the Hermit talks about a Virgo in your life. We've got the star, and the star points to an Aquarius in your life, and the Lovers. Now, the Lovers also points you in the direction of Gemini. Now, let me take you through this one at a time, one bit at a time. There's so much information, Leo. Let's go. First of all, there are changes underfoot. Okay, fine. Every single month has moon cycles, the waxing moon, the waning moon, the full moon, the new moon. And we get that. So there is something moving about at that time. And we'll get more information in the following reading, which I will come out with in about 10 days, which is all about the moon cycle energy. But it's right here mirroring this Lover's card, and it looks like that there are changes that are going to put you in a situation of making a decision. Not only that, it's a decision that's going to challenge you, and I'll tell you why. First of all, we've got this 7 of Wands and the Hermit. You don't like the idea of making the decision. The decision is actually going to put you in a situation of recoiling, of socially stepping back, and we'll look for the details with the Vera Sibilla cards. Now, of course, there's this odd card, and this is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a card where everybody talks about boredom, things like that. I don't see it as boredom. The Four of Cups for me is an opportunity where you are looking at something, you don't see it clearly, and the cards are telling you, look, there's a detail you missed, Leo. In your life, there's a detail you missed. Mm, It is mirroring the star card, and the star card is a card of guidance. It's also a card that brings you to a place where you can get information. How? Typically, I would say to you, Leo, look, talk to your guides. They will be very explicit. They'll give you information. You follow the signs. Look at the the bread pieces of like Hansel and Gretel. Okay, but here, of course, not all of you are able to get messages from your guides. I understand that, and that's the biggest issue that people point out to me when I have my Q&As. Everyone asks me, "What is my guide's name? What are my guides' names? What do they do? Are they trying to say something? I'm listening to this. I hear this. I see this. What does it mean for me?" All right. Um, what I'm looking at, Leo, is that you're looking for information. All right. And not only that, your guides are trying to contact you. Failing that, let's say you don't get the message. Let's say you just don't hear out of those two ears. You're deaf to these signs. You can't hear that. There's also our ability to see. Now, people see images, and this spread here is telling me, look, Leo, you have an ideal opportunity this month because you are going to receive a gift, and it will be coming in, and it's a gift that announces something for a later time, but it's a very short later time. It will be coming at the tail end of August for you. Now, going back to the notion of our guides, this is a sore spot for you. This is a difficult issue for you because many of you Leos just have difficulty with that. You understand what you have to do. If someone tells you, okay, go to the door, turn right, then do this and this and that. But on your own, please listen to what I'm saying, Leos. On your own, you're not able to get those directions. What happens when you're driving? This is an example. You're driving down the road and you're in open countryside, and you start, you have directions, but you get lost, and it gets darker and darker and darker. Of course we have satellite, and we've got ways to find our way, but we know that they're not perfect, and they don't always function in all areas, right? Well, this is one of those times. Your cell phone doesn't take, there's no signal. What do? You have to rely on your own intuition. And this is what the stars telling you. It's time, Leo, to get on your own 2 feet and get that information. You can't buy it. You just can't go and buy a bracelet that will ping you every time your guides want to talk to you. It's not that easy. Now, there's also something else here. I'm seeing as I speak, I'm going to mix these Sibila cards, and I'll make a rounds with these cards. There's something else. It's as if you're angry with yourself at times. Towards mid-month, you start thinking, Leo, that, you know, I'm just not good at this. I'm not getting anywhere very fast. There's something I should do and I don't know. And you will become frustrated with yourself. Okay, so this is A card that's fallen out. Be careful of a male that you know. We'll get more information about that. That doesn't have your best interests in mind. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Okay. Um, all right. So these changes, in the beginning of the month, there are changes underway, and there are things that you don't know. Right? There are things that you can't see. The moon card in the tarot hides things from you. Apart from the fact that I did say this involves a Pisces. In terms of a Pisces, this could be a person who lives with you or who works with you. This is house, but it's also a business, who you may have had a fly by night relationship, a, sleep out or sex, okay, just casual sex with, but it left you weakened, debilitated energetically speaking, all right? Um, what I do see initially in the beginning of the month, Leo, is that it's almost as if you make a vow. I will vow never to do that again. It only brings me sadness. This could be related also not to a one night stand, but someone you cross who crosses your path and you become very close to them, but then in the end you kick yourself in the ass with like this Seven of Wands, knowing that you've given them your trust and it wasn't worth it. Okay. Then we have here this area where you were looking to change, right? There is an area where you have been planting seeds perhaps over the past months and you are waiting to get some information. You want to change. Um, you'll feel in the beginning of the month, at the end of the first week, perhaps in August, you're going to feel that, geez, when am I going to get an answer? There's something wrong here. There's something wrong. And then you feel that the success is coming in. There is the beginning of something new that starts for you. Again, beware of a male, watch your back. In the work environment, they don't have your best interest at heart. Coming around mid-month, I do see that um, the harmony that you have felt in recent weeks is compromised. And why is it compromised? There's a third party situation in a relationship that you have. Not necessarily romantic. It can also be someone at work undermining you, but then it becomes a male and a female. All right, now we are into let's say, the second half of the month, and here we start to feel that we do still want to stay with a person who's dear to us. We don't want to um, push them away. You have given them your trust. You still trust them. You are faithful to them, to the notion of being with them. Again, this can play out in both a romantic situation or a work situation, but beware that there is definitely one, if not two people who how can I say, betray you or betray your trust. Then we're rounding towards the end of the third week, and I'm looking that that is the worst moment of the month for you. Remember, we have the star here. These are highlighting the star. That's when you are going to look for guidance. that's when you want to go out on a limb and ask someone for help. And many of you will go get a reading, or go to a psychic, or go to a healer, or go to someone you trust to get information that you are not able to. By far, that is going to be the worst of the month, because I see here the end of a partnership here too, um, either a business partnership or a romantic partnership. Now, the decisions that come around the end of the month here too, I see you as still being involved with someone who is your partner, and I'm seeing here someone of an emotional, romantic nature that um, you just can't let it go. It seems like you're having trouble letting it go, and it's bringing you sadness. And the decision there is all about, okay, when will I be ready to let it go? Could be that Gemini that we saw before. Now I'm going to take the runes to crown the reading and take a look at what we see. All right. Let's see. All right. Look. Um, do I have them all? Yeah, we have weird. First thing, weird is the fated room. Fated, undisclosed, something that is not seeable to you or not knowable to you. And we got that idea with the moon as the moon came into the month. We've got keynotes though, and here, look, this tells you this is all about your fire, your inner energy, this warm opening up. It tells you that you have the ability to use your clairvoyant skills, clairaudience skills. I have Lagos Lagos, beautiful intuitive knowledge. Again, they're pointing to this intuitive knowledge, Leo. It's female energy, it's emotional energy you have, and you are graced with a good memory in this period. Excellent time for learning. You should start trying to learn. This is Wunyo, joy, happiness in the month. Except for that, you know, mid third month is the only time that will be difficult. We have need here, and a need talks about having patience. There is a delay. Um, there is a delay, and we did talk about the beginning of September. Remember that? Okay, we have here also a watch, a watch, a watch. Of course, we have a watch. a watch, a watch is a powerful ally. This is a protective room, so please try and risk. Here we do have Isa, which is a cooling down of a relationship, and this is clearly where there is a third party. If you have a third party situation, or someone with a knife in their teeth ready to stab you behind your back, so watch your back. I do have Fehu here, which is fulfillment. Fulfillment in the month of August in financial gain. Okay, so this is when we have an Ansus. They're almost similar, but they are different. Ansus talk about communication, wisdom. It's telling you that it is an excellent time to communicate with your guides. This is the fifth time I'm seeing that message. We can't let it go unheeded. Diag here. Now, Diag talks about increase and growth, and this too is on the workplace. If you can stave out those people who may not have your interests at heart, and this does alleviate a bit the um, delay runes that we saw like need. Um, so it's not going to be in October. It will come about in the beginning of September. I have a beautiful Ingvats. It's a successful conclusion. Even if there is a breakup, this is a successful conclusion. There's relief finally, and this usually signals a milestone in your life. You've closed doors and you're happy that you do that. I've got Yera here, and this is rewards. You harvest, it's a harvest. You reap rewards with Yera. If you're involved with legalities and legal issues, this is the time that they will emerge. If there is a breakup, it will go legal. Then we've got Soilo. You've got a, oops, sorry about my microphone around my head. Um, Soilo is the sun. Soilo is the sun of success. Soilo is great power. It's victory. If you go back, listen to this again, Leo, think of what was said and mark those red moments, those red days on your calendar. I do hope this was of help to you. Right below the video, and tell us about your story, and tell us so we can exchange some of it that's helpful for us. I will be back then, just like I said. It's not a threat. Namaste, Leo friends, until we read together again. Bye bye.